showdown. Don't have to be a fan of either team to appreciate the matchup of these two elite quarterbacks. Both guys hoping to use this big stage and display their supremacy. Welcome, folks, to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. As we'll see, last season's national champions, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 10th-ranked team, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Street. Let's get this thing underway. The Aggies will kick this deep to get us going. They'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So Florida State's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And Kirk, this is what we've been looking forward to. A matchup of two quarterbacks who are elite, very competitive, matched up against each other today. One of the better matchups we'll see all season.
Yeah, a game that we really pointed to all summer. Looking forward to this matchup. Knew these two quarterbacks would go head-to-head. Very important that they don't get caught up in the individual matchup. They just go out, work against these defenses that they're facing, and try to put up as many points as they can.
They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. Play action fake, looking to throw. And it's incomplete. Comes up a little short on that throw. This one's a compelling matchup. Early season, two top 10 teams. Kirk, we know that at this point, the rankings can be a little bit suspect, but a chance for both teams to step up and show they belong.
I just love these kind of matchups when you get a top 10 matchup early in the year. Really find out if these rankings are worthy of where these teams are considered at this point in the year. Find out if these teams have what it takes to be one of the top teams in college football when this game is over.
The Seminoles line up on 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Receiver makes the catch, and he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the 1st down marker.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
And the receiver's got it. They stop him, but it's a 1st down.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
Quick dart to the right. Makes the grab inside the 30, and he's still running. Tackle is finally made, but the gain is all the way to the 24. 1st down here for this offense. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Quick throw to his receiver. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down. The incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 from the 24. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Makes a quick catch. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a 1st down.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Oh, the pass rush pass gets home.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
You made it. 3 points on the board. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. So the Texas A&M Aggies offense gets their first crack now. And they feature an experienced wide receiver who chose to come back for his senior season, Kirk, and add to what's been a really solid career so far.
Well, the best thing that this guy brings to this offense is knowledge of the scheme and the experience that he's been able to work with this quarterback. This defense better be ready, because I think they're going to try to get him the football early and often. Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with third down and long.
Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
Hey, it's not a lot, but you know what? It's enough for the first down. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. That's reeled in. It's Price. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Here's the second down play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. And the Aggies come to the line in the hurry up. Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. Makes the catch. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Boy, this quarterback's doing a great job of just managing the game. Nice throw, good completion on first down, and he's already got a play call. He's ready to snap the ball again.
They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up. Offense in hurry-up mode.
This offense is known for that up-tempo approach. The defense has got to make their calls and get adjusted and ready to play.
Finds room at the 30. Tackle just short of the goal line at the 1. What a run.
Well, the scouting report on this running back was that he is an elite ball carrier, and he is proving to be that here early in this game. These first few carries, not only the strength, but the quickness and acceleration to get upfield and get positive yards on display.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, it is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
Handoff from the shotgun. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now third down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into the...
And he fights in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies.
What an opening drive by this offense, and especially this running back. Every single time they gave him the ball, he's getting positive yards behind that big offensive line. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, you better make some adjustments and do it in a hurry. You've got to get more guys committed to the line of scrimmage to stop this run game.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. Excellent work by the coverage team. He's brought down after just a short return. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They settled for a field goal last time out. Let's see what they can do this time. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Throwing off play action. He's running out of time here. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. Either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. And he goes down after a solid gain. That's enough for a first down. The Noles come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Fires it to the left side. And it's hauled in way downfield. They get him down, but not before he reaches the 39.
Good job here by the quarterback putting that ball in the air where the receiver can make a play on it. And I tell you, Florida State has had some great receivers over the years, and this kid is really living up to that.
Looking to throw again. The pocket breaking down. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
And I'm shocked this guy is trying to get outside and make a play, Chris. You know what he's all about. Sit in the pocket, make a read, get the ball out of his hands. Here he's desperate, trying to make a play on the outside. Really not in his arsenal, as you see, and it backfires for a big loss.
Empty set now. 5 wide receivers. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Takes a hit just as he lets it fly. Incomplete for a 3rd straight play. And the Noles will line up to punt it away. And that will bounce and roll out of bounds, so no return. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Breaks loose at the 45. Now here he goes. Finally brought down all the way at the 6-yard line. Puts him in great scoring position. The Aggies will line up now. It's 1st and goal. The offense sets up with a 1st and goal. On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. And the defense smothers him for no gain. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. Through the first quarter, both quarterbacks have been lighting it up as the stats reflect. An exciting start to the quarter here as the offense facing a 3rd and goal. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got it! Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
He'll bring it out from his end zone. He stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. Can they begin to click now? And looking to throw now on 1st down. Looking deep downfield to the left. And it's hauled in. What a catch. He's in the clear. And he's finally forced out of bounds inside the 10. Big play to set up a 1st and goal.
Now the quarterback found a matchup that he loved, gets a big gain with a nice throw, and now they're down in the red zone looking for some points.
A chance to get right back into this football game. It's 1st down and goal. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Ball back at the 6 for 2nd and goal off that loss. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Caught near the goal line. And he scores. Touchdown, Florida State.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. A quick strike to be able to climb back into this football game. Now can the defense do their job and get a stop and give this hot offense the football back?
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective, moving right down the field. Can the defense make adjustments? From the pocket, delivers over the middle. They bring down a receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. And the Aggies come up to the line in a hurry-up. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle. Third down, out of the shotgun. Throws it to the right. Catch made by the tight end. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. They get him to the ground, and it's 1st down now at the 28.
Okay, here they go. Big 1st down, good pickup, and they are off and running.
Pressure is coming. And they trap him for a sack. The sack moves him into extreme field goal range. You've got to do something now on 2nd and long. Tight end goes in motion. And the back gets the football. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
It's incomplete. The defense rises up and gets the stop against this very efficient 3rd down offense. So on 4th down, they will settle for a field goal attempt. Makes it look easy.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And here's the return from inside the 5. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. Just able to stop him, but it's a great return. Lucky to prevent a touchdown, but begin the drive with excellent field position. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Zips it down the middle. It's dropped. Would have been a big play, but he could not hold on.
Well, that's a great job by this defense of getting pressure with only 3 pass rushers. That leaves 8 back in coverage. It makes it very difficult to find an open man. But boy, you'll play that defense all day if you can get that kind of pressure with just 3 guys.
This time it's complete. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Important 3rd down play coming up after that completion. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. 3rd down play here out of the shotgun. Catch made over the middle. Big-time conversion to keep the drive going. 1st down now from the 30.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
He escapes the pocket. And he just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Throw to the running back in the flat. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time.
How about the discipline of this defense here on 2nd down? You're anticipating a pass. They've got pretty much everybody covered. And then once the back has the ball, how about the speed to be able to bring him down? Now it's 3rd down.
Receiver makes the grab. That gain moves the ball to the 17, first down.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
It's caught. Nice pitch and catch. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense gets pushed back.
And I love that they continue to go back to this talented wide receiver. That's back-to-back plays with big gains, and it's not surprising. Like I said, the scouting report all week long, we heard about this guy's ability to make plays against this defense, and the quarterback and the receiver right now have a nice rhythm going.
Looking to throw it again. Pass caught. Can he get in? Brought down at the 2. After the catch, the offense close to punching it in. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal.
Boy, tight windows is always down here. They have trust in throwing it. You just have to be smart.
Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. 3rd down and goal. Big play coming up here in the red zone. Try to convert with a sneak. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Knowles.
Boy, how exciting has this first half been? We get a touchdown here. They're an extra point away from tying this game up. A lot of great action here.
Automatic on the PAT. The PAT ties the game here in the 2nd quarter now. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. So no return here. He takes him in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the first play of the drive now on the 25. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher 2nd down on the way.
Boy, these receiver screens, if run correctly, can be a big play with a convoy of linemen out in front. This time, just not able to get it going, and it's a nice job of the defense to prevent a big play.
That pass is incomplete. Unclear who the intended receiver was that time.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually it's going to cost you.
Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there. Texas A&M getting set for the 1st and 10 now. He's looking to throw. The pass rush closing in. Swung to the pass rush. A sack.
There's a nice play by this defense. After giving up a huge gain, they're able to turn things around, recalibrate, and get after that quarterback for that sack.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Tries to beat the pressure with a deep shot. And it's incomplete. They took a shot there, what will be the final play of the quarter. Renner's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Seminoles will kick this away to start the 2nd half. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. Trying to get something going early here in the 2nd half and jump on top. Stopped right there at the line. No gain. The Aggies come to the line in a hurry up.
You know, a lot of times you see teams go up-tempo when they've got momentum. It comes off for a big gain. These guys are struggling, and yet here they go, going back to old reliable, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage again.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Here's a quick screen to the receiver. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And they'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks, and they stop him short of the first down. And the Aggies will bring their punt team onto the field. The offense will have to punt for the first time this afternoon. The coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. First down, looking for more now. Brought down, but it's past the line of the game. So the whole place right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
And they heave it deep downfield. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball. So 2nd and 10 after the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back. Oh, and it's incomplete. It was right in his hands that he dropped it.
Well, that's everything you want to see from an offense. Great execution. The line gave the quarterback time. Quarterback makes a great read, throws it to his guy. And the receiver drops it. Now he's going to have to shake that off and get ready to make that next play.
Catch made on the right side. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, especially on 3rd down. Get him the ball.
A completion makes it 2nd down. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Back to throw again. Bringing pressure. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Quick throw over the middle. He's got it near the end zone. Stopped short of the touchdown, but the offense is set up now 1st and goal. The Seminoles line it up with 1st and goal. Quarterback drops back. Looking for 6. Touchdown, Seminoles. And that will give them the lead now. Here comes the point after attempt.
How about that, Chris? The quarterback does a nice job of getting the ball out of his hands quickly, and why not? With a receiver like this who can run like that, get him the ball as fast as you can and let him do his thing.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. They'll hand it off. Powering right past the defender.
That's a really good run by this offense, and Chris, here they go. Up-tempo offense, looking for a 1st down.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. They've got him, but that completion good enough for 1st down yardage.
Good job here, the quarterback. His primary receiver did not look open. Instead of forcing the ball, he finds the running back as a check down and picks up a 1st down.
The Aggies will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go. Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Caught! He's wide open. Look out! That's a solid gain. Moves the ball into enemy territory. 1st down now at the 40.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
And they finally stop him down at the 5. Solid gain on that catch and run.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 8. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Screen to the wide receiver. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies. Now the all-important extra point.
Man, this defense coordinator better adjust to this receiver. All they did was get him the ball in space, and you can see what he can do after the catch. One defender will not slow this receiver down today. You better bracket him or use double coverage.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? Finds that big tight end for a short pass.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defense coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
It's incomplete. This efficient offense doesn't convert on third down this time. No, kick it away here. No fair catch. Looking to make a return here. And the returner is brought down. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking. Move right down the field for a touchdown. The ball is loose. The ball bounces out of bounds. The offense keeps possession and no loss of yardage on play. Tied up here in the third quarter. These second down and long plays become important as they try to avoid third and long. Second down, we're going to throw it.
When you throw an out route against man coverage, and it puts a premium on a receiver who can set up the defensive back to be able to still have room to get to the outside and be timed up with a quarterback. That was great execution.
Caught by the receiver. And they get the conversion there. First down now from the 33. And the Aggies come to the line to run the hurry up.
Well, we've seen them do this in the past. A good throw, get the first, and here comes the tempo.
Finally, they get him. A great tackle by the quarterback. Not easy with that size difference. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And he can't hold on right in his hands, and he dropped it.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you've got to have to come up with and make a catch.
Catch made by the tight end. You make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a first down in the red zone. First down. We're going to throw the football. Oh, he can't connect with the wideout that time. Incomplete. So second and 10 here as they try to stay out of third and long here in this tie game in the third quarter. He's back to throw again on second down. Intercepted in the end zone. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat. And on the carry, he's heading left. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So second and 6. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Here's the handoff. Stop there for no gain, and that brings us to the end of the third quarter. And so far, we have been treated to a serious quarterback duel. Both these guys putting on a show so far. after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. That player moved a little bit too early. It's a false start.
False start offense.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long. But when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things. And it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. Lets it fly to the wideout. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
Well, that was definitely not what they had in mind, but look at this. Here comes the tempo again, undeterred by the tackle for a loss.
And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Third down play coming up. Try a field goal from here. It'll be 55 yards. Out of the gun now on third down. He makes the grab. Defense wraps him up after a 6-yard gain. Brings up fourth down. So now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit. And this one to put his team in front here in the final period. And he's got it from 49 yards out. What a powerful kick. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? Short pass finds the tight end. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid game.
With that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
The receiver grabs it.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
And completion makes it second and short. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Moves out of the pocket. Gets rid of it on the move. He finds his man. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup was good enough to move the chains. First down. The Noles lining up here on 1st and 10. Looking to throw yet again. Makes a quick grab.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that end route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Second down play coming up for this offense. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Finds an open target on the left side. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Ball carrier tackled at the 2, a solid gain on that completion.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Touchdown, Florida State. They jump on top now here in the fourth.
Boy, just a great job here by the offensive line and the running back to be able to get this ball into the end zone late in the game like this, now in the fourth quarter, to give them the lead.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. They settled for a field goal last time. Let's see what they can come up with on this possession. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking right, this one caught. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. They'll run it here. The junior able to bring him down quickly. The Aggies will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. Motion now from the tight end. Quarterback still with the football. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And the Aggies will line up to boot it away. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. No fair catch. He feels the punt. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Working clock with the ground game. Gets the first and still running. That gain is good enough for a 1st down. Ball spotted at the 42.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the 1st down.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Now it's 2nd down here. Off play action, he's looking to throw. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's got room to run. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. A gain makes it 2nd and medium. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. And 3rd and short, they hand the ball off. They make the tackle, but nice game. Sets them up 1st down at the 14. Well, barring something crazy, Kirk, that should be enough to secure this victory. They came in trying to dodge the upset in this early season showdown, and they passed the test.
Chris, is a great game and a fun way to start the season. And I think the fact that the team that was expected to win wins this football game, they can use that as a confidence builder. And for the team that loses, think about this. Still a long way to go to be able to kind of right the ship and kind of have the season you expect to have.
1st and goal. They play this right, they can pretty much put the game on ice. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Chris, this is situational football. This is really where the great coaches separate themselves, because in these kind of situations, this is where you want to be able to score and kill the clock. Some teams do it better than others, and that's primarily coaching and execution and preparation. It'll be interesting to see how this offense navigates this spot of the field.
Trying for the touchdown on the right side. Nothing doing on that play. The big D tackle there for the stop.
What a job by this defense. They would simply not relent. Incredible effort.
Play fake, looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. To the end zone, but incomplete. Well, that's the kind of matchup we hope for. This team came in higher ranked, respected. They were fully tested. They had to show how good they were to survive the upset here today.
And I really think that the